¿Cómo están, amigos? Bienvenidos una vez más a mi canal. Yo soy Kaita Caro y el día de hoy les traigo HARDSPACE Shipbraker, un superjuego de gestión increíble que ya salió el día de hoy, que es 25 de mayo. Ya está disponible hace unos 2 días. Hoy se los traigo para que lo puedan probar, lo puedan ver, lo puedan admirar. Porque es un tema de gestión bastante interesante, bastante único y que te atrapa desde el primer momento. Yo les voy a traer aquí en dos videitos. El primero, donde les voy a mostrar un tutorial que les muestra tal como lo es el juego. Si se lo quieren saltar, lo ven aquí rapidito y aprenden. Y el segundo va a ser un video de desmantelando la primera nave, para que vean qué increíble es, donde juega mucho la inteligencia, juega mucho la planificación y cómo pueden tomar una decisión y si puede ser positivo o negativo. Entonces, amigos, antes de seguir con el video, por favor, no olviden suscribirse, darle like, darle a la campanita, dejar cualquier comentario bueno, seguirme en mis redes sociales, Kaita Caro con doble al final, en TikTok, Instagram y Twitter, ¿ok? Que siempre les subo noticias y van a estar enterados de videos nuevos, de juegos gratis que salgan en cualquier plataforma. Yo les estaré avisando. Entonces, aquí les voy a dejar, este primer video es del tutorial. Así que espero que disfruten el video, quédense hasta el final, nos vemos, amigos. Bye.
You're okay. Everything's gonna be just fine. There you go. Plenty of folks feel a bit woozy with the first spare. Anyway, welcome aboard. The name's Weaver. I'm a foreman for yourself and a couple other shipbreakers in this region. This here's Morgan Station. She may not look like much right now, but once we boot her up, she'll purr like a kitten. Alright, let's test out your orientation control. Do me a favor and look up at that cargo elevator up above. That's it. So that's where all the salvage gets collected to be picked up by the transfer crew. Just in case you ever turn yourself out of whack, use your roll thrusters to reorient. Alright, now let's get you flying. Activating your thruster controls now. Try moving around. Now vertical control. Looks good. Now, to finalize these movement checks, I need you to fly to these waypoints. Used to be a cutter myself, you know. Till there was some complications with my last revive. Those are early days in the deck, though, so never you mind about that. Oh, almost forgot the most important thing. Brakes. Get yourself going at a decent clip, and then test them out, why don't you? All right. Looks like the bay here was left in a bit of a mess. We're going to clean this crap up. I'm going to activate the furnaces. Now. Dang, dang. Would you just... There you go. So these furnaces are used to melt down soft metals. Should go without saying. These things are hot as all get out. So, try not to drift into them by accident. Okay, let's get a handle on your grapple tool. This fella here is a shipbreaker's bread and butter. This is how we move salvage around. Activate the beam and hold it to grab an object to move it around, if it's not too heavy. Give it a go, and move one of these pieces into either furnace. So, when you're holding an object with the grapple, you can retract the beam. This will pull a light object to you. If it's heavier than you, it'll pull you towards it. Check out your HUD when you got an object grappled. It shows you the mass of the object and whether you can move it or not. Nice job cleaning up that soft metal scrap cutter. Let's move on to the bigger nanocarbon chunks now, shall we? You may have already noticed that these are too heavy to move with your grapple. I'm enabling your scanner so we can check out their structural makeup. Go ahead and boot it up. This mode of your scanner lets you assess an object structure. What I want you to focus on right now are these cut points. All right. Controls give me the go-ahead to get you cutting. You got quick access to all your tools through your HUD. Just open up your tool selector and choose the cutting tool. The cutting tool has two modes. The first one is the stinger. And it's designed for precision vaporization of cut points like this. You ready to perform some zero-G surgery, Cutter? Well, let's split this scrap so it's light enough to move. That's how you do it. Okay, let me boot up the processor so you can salvage these. Do me a favor, look on over at one of them there. Yeah, so I can see if they activate right. Yeah, perfect. Wish me luck here, Cutter. Me and technology ain't always the best of friends. Hey, all right, we're in business. Now swap over your grapple and toss one of those pieces you separated right in there. Well, okay. We're almost done getting this bay in shape. Let's go after that large aluminum chunk over there. Now, this beast is way too heavy to move as is. It's also too dense for your stinger to break it down. And there are no structural cut points for us to take advantage of. We're going to have to switch over to the split saw mode with your cutting tool and start slicing this thing down to size. Go ahead and switch cut modes now. Now try changing the angle of the cut. We're in business. I've unlocked the trigger on your cutting tool. It'll split that big chunk clean in two. Go ahead and give her a whirl. I'm going to turn on your salvage indicator so you can track how much work there is left to do. This thing will track how much you salvaged and how much you've lost. For now, let's try and hit that first goal marker. And that's what it's all about, Cutter. The more salvage goals you complete, the closer you'll get to hitting your certifications and ranking up.
Object not accepted for processing. Cutter 9346-52. Your vital signs have been lost. Please reboot your monitor.
All right. Breathe. You okay? You got yourself good there. Don't sweat it. Happens to the best of us. Always good to review your spare replacement form. See how you can avoid future mishaps. Too many spares will rack up the debt, and that's how they get you. Okay, let's get back to work. Weaver out. in business. I've unlocked the trigger on your cutting tool. It'll split that big chunk clean in two. Go ahead and give her a whirl. I'm going to turn on your salvage indicator so you can track how much work there is left to do. This thing will track how much you've salvaged and how much you've lost. For now, let's try to hit that first goal marker. And that's what it's all about, Cutter. The more salvage goals you complete, the closer you'll get to hitting your certifications and ranking up.
Object not accepted. Please revisit your training. Valuable object accepted for processing. Material accepted. Credits title.
Great first shift in the yard, Cutter. Let's head on over to your hab and I'll show you the ropes there. Fly on over back to the master jack. I'll put a marker on it so you can find it easy. When you get there, head on in and we'll get started.